Hey, what is up, everybody? I haven't posted a video in a little while, and I've been seeing all these One Piece tier lists. And if you're wondering why I'm talking so quietly, it's because, well, it's like 1 a.m. And, I was just up because, well, what else am I going to be doing? And I don't want to wake up my neighbors, so I'm talking very, very quietly. But, I was just watching Rogers Base do this whole One Piece girls tier list, and I thought, I'd give it a shot. So I found the tier list online, and I'm pretty well caught up with the series. Still got a little bit of Whole Cake Island to get to because I kind of skipped it and just kind of jumped ahead to Wano. But and I am caught up with the manga. I'll be doing like a review of chapter 983 as soon as it comes out on the Viz manga translation, because that tends to be a little more accurate than like what you see on like those other websites. So anyway, here's the tier list, and let's start with this. I kind of made all of these, and yeah, it's pretty much top 5 or 10. We'll see how that goes up here, and then people were awesome, people were badass, people were cool. They're like, no, don't like them. And yeah, so it's kind of a sucky one, but and obviously just because like these aren't going to be set in stone the second that I put them up there. They're not, they're going to go by pretty much whatever I do. I'll put them up there, and then I'll be like, nah, I'd probably go right here. But I don't know, overall, at least as far as the female characters go, since One Piece, I don't know, One Piece, they either do the female characters justice or they don't. So yeah, I kind of have a good understanding where they're all going to be. The top 5 will be pretty difficult though. And so I'm just going to go down the line here. I'm not going to skip any. So yeah, Baby 5. This one might be kind of surprising, but I actually really like Baby 5. Not, put her in the B category. Yeah, I really like Baby 5. Like, I wasn't too impressed with Doflamingo's, like, subordinates, but I really liked Baby 5. I liked her backstory. I liked her quirks, and I just thought she was a really cool character, not just because she's hot, but because she also has a really cool devil fruit. And, yeah, I really like Baby 5. Alvida's alright for me. If she was still ugly Alvida, then yeah, she'd probably be like here, that don't, or the evil category, but I like her alright. She's okay. She's definitely one of the worst villains in One Piece, in my opinion, but oh well. I like her. And this girl, yeah, same. Chances are this is going to be pretty well filled up. Bellamere. That was a little difficult because she's easily one of my favorite flashback characters, like easily, without a doubt, but I just don't know. She's either here or here. I'm gonna put her here, but I'm gonna try to limit this one. I keep pointing with my fingers. You people can't see my fingers. This is a screen recording. Yeah, so I'm gonna put her right there for now. I might move her down here. Hancock's an easy one. Now, if Hancock would have stayed the way she was when we first were introduced to her, then she would be down here without a doubt. But like when she fell in love with Luffy and just all those funny scenes, although really her situation with Luffy is a lot like more sad than usual. Not just like a woman her age being acting like a 12-year-old girl with her first crush when she's around Luffy. No, it's I think I might do a video on that, like really the psychology of why it's so sad that Hancock is so in love with Luffy. I mean, not the fact that she's in love with him, but like why she like gushes over him, why she's like obsessed with him, why she's so thirsty. I think I might do a video about that. And her sisters are all right. I like them. I did not like when I think her name's Sandazonia was about to crush. What's her name? I am so awful with names. Marguerite, because I like Marguerite, even though I forgot her name. And here we go, Jewelry Bonnie. I'm gonna put her right here. And I watched the Funimation dub, and her casting in the Funimation dub was awful, though. Like, I'm kind of tempted to put her in this category because of just how bad that is, but she's still a pretty cool character. Um, let's see, it's that one mermaid from Fishman. What's her name? Uh, what is her name? I don't really know. I cannot remember her name. I think it starts with like a S or something like that. I don't know, but I remember liking her, so I'm gonna put her right here. Yeah, I feel comfortable with her being right there, which I can't remember her name to save my life. But Carrot, Carrot. Carrot seems to be one of those characters people either love or hate, and for me, she kind of goes either way. Some scenes she's like all the way to here for me. Now, here, sometimes she's like right here, but more times than not, she's about right here. Now, Roger's Bay, she's actually one of his top 5 favorite characters. So I was kind of surprised by that. But she's really sweet, but she can be like a little much at times. So I'm going to keep her right there. Otherwise, if it wasn't for the times that she would kind of annoy me, she'd easily be right here. Maybe, not right there, but right here easily. I hardly know her at all. I hate that one. She is so creepy and annoying. I'm personally not a big fan of either of those sisters. I don't like their designs. They got some personality traits. I can't remember her name, but her sister Lola is a good character. It's kind of funny. Yeah, what she did was easily the worst part of the living Katakuri part. It led to one of the best parts where Katakuri stabs himself to keep the fight fair, but he wouldn't have had to if it wasn't for her. So yeah, she goes right there. I've seen her, but I barely know anything about her. So I'm not going to put her there. I'm going to put her here. Maybe once I get through the whole Cake Island arc, she might be higher. I don't know. I don't know if we see more of her or not. Big Mom. Yeah, she's easily the most powerful woman in One Piece. So yeah, she's obviously going to go there, if not there. So, I don't know who that is. I'm just going to put her right here. Pudding. Pudding seems like a pretty interesting character. Pudding, I don't know. On one hand, she's like, oh, I'm good. Oh, by the way, I will not hold back on spoiling anything. So if you're not caught up with One Piece, click out of this video now. Here's what I'm about to say is a huge spoiler. Ready, and okay. She starts out all really sweet and nice and really awesome. And she's like, oh, she's evil. And while I haven't really gotten to the part where she turns evil yet, I know it's coming. It's kind of sad. And then she absolutely falls in love with Sanji. So, and I might move her from there, but she absolutely falls in love with Sanji, and then she kind of goes back and forth like, oh, I'm evil. Oh, I'm in love. Oh, I'm evil. Oh, I'm in love. And it's funny. It's funny. To be honest, I don't know. She's not as lustful as Boa Hancock is. Otherwise, she might actually be even funnier than Hancock if she was just as lustful as her. But Hancock's definitely got to be when it comes to funny moments. But I don't know. She's definitely got her point. But I don't know. I might keep her there. I might bump her back down to there. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure that's Smoothie. She's really cool. She's beautiful. She's got pretty interesting power. Like, if anybody who remembers Quarry in the House, the Disney Channel show starring, what's his name? The guy who played Raven's little brother on That's So Raven. there was like this one bully guy named Juicer, and oh no, he was on Aquarium House. He was just on an episode of that. He was from That's So Raven, who would actually be able to like do what Smoothie does in a much less powerful way and actually like squeeze anything, squeeze juice out of it. And so yeah, she kind of reminds me of that guy. Like I don't remember That's So Raven that much because I was just so young. I'm only 22, so yeah. I'm 22 and I was so young that I can barely remember that. So right, that's it's crazy. Is that the little girl who's like, where is she? This lady's granddaughter or something. For a child character, she's all right. You know, animes usually have like One Piece. I don't really watch other animes. I don't follow any other animes. I don't follow Naruto. I've seen like maybe one episode of Dragon Ball Z in my life. So, I'm in the One Piece. I'm not in the other anime. But she was an alright character. Normally, the child character is really annoying, but yeah, she was alright. Her, I like her, you know. So, like, this one has by far the broadest spectrum. Like, I really like Alita. I kind of like her. I really do like her. So this is definitely the broadest thing where it's like, you know, like here it's like I absolutely love the people, you know, pretty much on an equal basis, not just a little bit more, a little bit less. This pretty even, but these pretty even, these pretty even. But this is the broadest spectrum by far. You're gonna see some people that I just barely like or just really like in here. And Conus. Conus was supposed to be like the Vivi of the Skypiea arc. And Skypiea arc just didn't have as good characters as Alabasta, you know. Don't get me wrong, I love the Skypiea arc. I think it's a fantastic arc, easily one of the best in One Piece, in my opinion. A lot of people hate it because it's kind of like removed from the story, but I don't know. I think there's gonna be some things, maybe not Conus, but some things that kind of circle around back. So, but I like Conus, not nearly as much as Vivi, but. Here. And by the way, these are just like who I'm putting here. I'm not going to put these in order. These ones, when I get up there, I'll put in order from favorite to least favorite. But all the rest of them are just kind of like, yeah, they're just there. Doesn't mean anything. Their positions don't mean anything. The Dawn. I actually like the Dawn. Yeah, she's really cool. Like, she has this hard exterior, but underneath she is a caring woman who, you know, even though she gets stuck with these kids, they're still like children to her. You know, she cries when Luffy goes off to sea, and she cries when Ace dies, you know. She's just heartbroken because she raised those kids. They were pretty much the most thing she had, the children. Assuming she doesn't have any children. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any children. Yeah, she's not that big of a character. She's just kind of, you know, the god and, you know, just be there. Hated her. Easily one of my least favorite of the Don Quixote family. Other than that mucus guy, but do not like her. Hina. Almost forgot her name there, even though her quirk is she talks about herself in the third person. You know, it's kind of ironic that I forgot about her. But, you know. Anyway. Hina is going right here. I wish we'd see more of Hina. I think she has potential to be a very interesting character. You know, she has a weak but interesting devil fruit. I actually think it's a pretty underrated devil fruit. It's still not a very strong devil fruit, but I don't know. And here we have Little Miss Kozuki. You know, actually, the very first time I saw her, when I found out what she did to that guy, I absolutely hated her. But I got over it when I found out what kind of guy that was and who she actually was. And yeah, Oden has this one thing where it's like he absolutely hates someone, then just like a few episodes or chapters later, you love him. And Exhibit A. You know, I'm gonna put it right here easily. You know, especially when she stands up to Oshiro. You know, she's like, "I'm the daughter of a samurai. If I gotta die, I'm gonna die." And that was easily like one of the best moments of Wano so far. That was not caused by stress. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna take that back, but it was a really cool moment. Like, regardless, it wasn't one of the best in Wano, but it was awesome. Eh, awesome. I like Ivankov. Ivankov can be kind of a little annoying at times, but overall, I think Ivankov, I'm just going to refer to Ivankov, otherwise it's going to piss off the LGBT community, because it's kind of confusing what Ivankov identifies as. I think it's just regularly, rather, Ivankov's in her male form or female form. I think Ivankov identifies as she, but it's kind of confusing. But anyway, I'm not anti-LGBT or anything. I just want to make that clear. I'm just a little confused on Ivankov's particular situation. So I'm gonna shut up while I'm just gonna quit while I'm ahead. What am I kidding? I was ahead like 10 minutes ago. But anyway, I'm way past that. But anyway, I like Ivankov. Interesting power and a lot stronger than you'd think. Seriously, I remember in the Impel Down arc, movies like Ivankov, hold off Magellan because you're the strongest. That was coming from Luffy, and Luffy was pretty tough then, not nearly as tough as he is now with like Gear 4 and stuff, but he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. But he went to Ivankov because Ivankov's stronger than him, might even still be stronger than him. Okay, that might be a stretch, but anyway. Oh man, I always forget her name. The Miss CP9. I like her. She gave us one of the. I'm gonna put her right here. Because she gave us like a really cool Nami fight. Nami does not get a lot of fights. She does not get enough fights. You know, I think like so many people just don't get enough fights. Like Ramon's only had one-on-one fight. I don't think Usopp has had any one-on-one fights. You know, like so where are the one-on-one fights for Usopp? He's a lot tougher now, especially in the post time skip era when it's usually either Luffy, Zoro, or Sanji that get a one-on-one fight. Brook got that one-on-one fight with that one guy that I'm probably gonna get to here pretty soon when I start watching the Whole Cake Island again. I haven't seen. I don't know. It's 1:22 a.m. People, I can't think. Huh. I honest to God cannot think about who that is. I cannot remember her to save my life. She kind of annoyed me, and so did her sister. Koala. You know what? I'm gonna put Koala right here. Yeah. She was one of the first. She was probably one of the first humans that Fish Tiger didn't hate. Or maybe he did hate her, but just was able to repress it. I don't know, but I like her. She is. I'm like very like pro equality and stuff, and she's one of the first people to show kindness to the fishmen. Pretty much all the fishmen loved her except Arlong. I put her right here. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it right there to be nice, but she could probably be like higher up on here, or just barely on there. I like her, but I don't like her that much. Kureha. Yeah. No, wait. I don't like the way she treats Chopper. So I'm gonna put her right there. I'm gonna bump her down from awesome to badass. So now I gotta change that. Awesome to normal. There we go. That's better. Her. Forgettable. Her and her entire tribe were just forgettable. She was definitely a good character. People have called Boa Hancock the thirstiest woman in One Piece. Now, I believe that honor goes to her, at least in those four. It's like, wow. One of the highlights of the Thriller Bark arc is one of the highlights. Her, I always forget her name. Name's, I'm gonna put her right there because she was kind of like Luffy and Ace's mother figure besides the Dawn. But you know, she kind of went to the guys that she tried to teach him manners, and it worked with Ace, not really with Luffy. He's still pretty rude. Like, he's nice, he's very sweet, but he has no manners. Yeah. See, I actually like the Tatata tribe a lot more than most people do. That's probably because I'm a sucker for a cute face, and they are all pretty cute. And she is by far the cutest now. And the little crush she has on Leo is pretty adorable. So I'm gonna put her right there. Marguerite. She doesn't have a ton of personality, but like, I don't know. The friendship she makes with Luffy definitely puts her higher up on the list. So, you know. Oh, and while I'm not the biggest Frankie fan in the world, I believe he might be proud of that rating. But anyway, no, I don't hate Frankie, but he's one of my least favorite straw hats, so I'll do a video on that. But, so yeah, Marguerite, I'm probably the only person in the world who would put her this high, but like her friendship with Luffy, even though she doesn't have the most personality, I just like her. I really like her. Miss Goldenfinger. I'm gonna put her right there because same reason as her. She gave us one of Nami's only fights. I think Nami has like 2 one-on-one fights, and yours was the first one where she first used that climate attack. And I love the line. I don't know if this was just in the Funimation dub, but when Nami just like throws the climate attack to the ground, you stupid thing, then that bird just comes walking by, and Nami's trying to bird like, what's going on here? Don't you play dumb with me, bird? The bird doesn't know what's going on. It's a bird. And she's just like, I don't know her story, but what a poor kid. See, at the time of this being recorded, like Netflix had just dropped One Piece a few days ago, and I'm rewatching the Alabasta arc right now, and this is like my 3rd time watching it, and I love Alabasta. And I literally just got done watching the episode of her and Nami's fight. Actually, I think the episode might be going on, but it's in its final few minutes, and I'm gonna finish it right after I'm done with this. So yeah, I like her. She's a pretty interesting and, for the time, dangerous devil fruit. Nowadays, like, I'm pretty sure Nami could easily mount the floor with her. But she gave us Nami's like first actual battle where she was actually challenged. Her. See, I actually like her. You know, I like her. You know, she's got an interesting power set. You know, and see, Oda, thank you for giving us at least one 16-year-old you did not sexualize. Thank you for that. I don't know how that kind of stuff works in Japan, but in America, if they're under the age of 18, it's not cool. So thank you for her. She was perfectly fine. She was 16, but she was not sexualized in the least. Very conservative clothes, and she looks like she could pass off as 12. So the only creepy thing about it is the fact that she hangs around with an old man all the time. That was kind of creepy. But yeah, but I also really like her painting skills. Like that, apparently that's not due to a devil fruit. No, because like she has the art fruit, and she sucks. But you know, she should probably get the art fruit because she is an artiste. Such an artiste, because like, you know, she was actually one of my favorite things about the Little Garden arc. Little Garden's not one of my favorite arcs. I mean, I love Groggy and Boria. I'm so bad with names. Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning. So, groggy and dory. There we go. But, she was, her power, her skill set was pretty impressive. Anyway, I'm blabbering on. I found her funny. Yeah, put her step down, but she's definitely one of the higher ups. It's like, she was funny, she was sexy, and I love that whole 10,000 kilogram press that almost always failed. Except for the one time she got Usopp, but when she was like trying to do that to Zoro, when he was talking to Luffy, he was paying no attention to her. Then he just grabs his bandana and dodges her attack, and she just like plummets right into the ground. That was, I love that part. Like, hey, pay attention to me, you jackass! Takes my 10,000 kilogram press. Wow, that's funny. Oh, Monet. I'm gonna put her in badass. I think she deserves that spot, Huh. I don't know, maybe if she was a little bit tougher, I probably would put her in amazing. But for now, I'm going to keep her right there. But I really like Monet. She's definitely one of the higher ups of this particular area. And again, their placement on here is not determined by where they are. I'm just putting them where they are. I'm not going to rank all these like, oh yeah, she's right there because she's the best. She's right there because she's the worst. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that with this one, which right now only consists of Hancock. But all the rest of them are just, everyone's there just because they deserve to be in that particular position. The actual like order does not make any difference whatsoever. You know what? Just going to put it right here because they really did annoy me. They had their moments, but overall, I just found them annoying. Nami. Sometimes Nami can be bumped down to here, and hey, there have been a couple of times where she has been like probably all the way down here for me, because she just has this personality where sometimes I love her and sometimes I don't. So these two have something in common. But overall, I really do like Nami. She is one of my favorite of the Straw Hats. It's just every once in a while she could probably be my absolute least favorite Straw Hat when she's really like grumpy about everything. But when she comes through and she's like, yeah. But by the end of the day, she's kind of grumpy because it's just what's best for the group. They need someone to just be like, cut the crap, get back to what we're doing. Especially a group consisting of the easily distracted Luffy, Usopp sometimes doesn't take things nearly as seriously as he should, except himself, and the always easily distracted by pretty women, Sanji. So Nami, sometimes I don't like her, but most of the time I love her. We go Olvia. Olvia or Olivia, I always get confused. She's only there because we barely saw her. Otherwise, yeah. But, though, the whole design thing was a little bit lazy because it's like Robin, gray hair. Oh, speaking of which, Robin is not one of my absolute favorite Straw Hats. A lot of people absolutely love her because she's very calm, cool, and collected, but I gotta admit, sometimes I actually completely forget about her because she is so calm, cool, and collected that she kind of fades to the background sometimes. She never gets a good one-on-one fight. Like, the only one-on-one fight she's had in the series so far is with that fat guy, and I guess that one time that she restrained Cavendish when he was that creepy alter ego. That part was cool, but that wasn't necessarily a fight. So pretty much she's only there when they need to know something. And wow, other than Luffy, she's probably the most important person on the crew because, without being able to read the poneglyphs, they wouldn't be able to, find the One Piece. She's just not really one of my favorites, but she is one of my favorite, well, not one of my favorite Straw Hats, but she's one of my favorite women in One Piece. Because by the end of the day, I do love Robin. Alright, Robin is very calm, cool, and collected. She adds a little bit more maturity to the group, which was very much needed. And, well, and her devil fruit is awesome. I love her devil fruit. I love her design, although it does not make sense why someone who is 28 would come back like they just gone through puberty. You all know what I'm talking about. Now, well, maybe the Revolutionary Army offers implants. I don't know. Someone needs to like that one guy called it's called One Piece theorist or something around like there. I can't remember, but he needs to like do like a theory video on like how she like grew so how her uh, ladies grew so much over the time skip when she was 28 to 30. Definitely done with puberty by then. Nami, 18, late bloomer. You can make that point, but someone who's 28, nah, not unless puberty just works differently in the One Piece world, which it might for the average age for someone to die. Average lifespan of a human in the One Piece world is 140 years old. They might get that from Korea, but she's a doctor, She's one of the best doctors in One Piece, so she's gonna know how to keep herself, healthy enough to live longer. And Nami's sister, Yochiko, I always butcher the pronunciation of her name, Nojiko. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, I'm gonna put her right here because we just have not seen a lot of her, but I love her. Pretty much she has all of Nami's good qualities and none of her bad. Like when we see the kind, caring, selfless Nami, that's pretty much her all the time. So yeah, but she gets right there because we just don't see a lot of her. Otherwise, she'd make it right here, or maybe even up here. Maybe even up there. I do not like her. She is so annoying. Granted, like again, I follow Funimation dub, and she's given probably the worst voice other than Jewelry Bonnie. And yeah, I do not like her. Why is he on here? That if you read the manga, you know that this isn't a woman, this is a man. So I don't know why he/she is on here. No problem, because she's a woman at heart. If it was just what I was going by in the anime, I'd probably put it right here. But in the manga, I've definitely seen a little bit more of her. I'm just gonna say her because he identifies as a her. So if this is who I'm thinking of, I could be mistaken. But as far as I know, it's and again, for those of you who just watched the anime, you don't know this, but this is who I'm thinking of. This is not a woman. This is a man who's like a cross-dresser or something, but identifies as a woman. So you're like, was like, wow, that girl is so hot. Not a girl. And I was surprised when I found out too. Now she goes right here. She is easily the best written child character in One Piece. She is awesome. And I like her devil fruit. Like I think it might end up being called a tame fruit, which is kind of a bummer because I did a One Piece devil fruit concepts called the tame fruit. Completely different concepts. Like if you want to watch the video, just gotta subscribe to the channel and look through the videos. Or I might, I'll just add a link to the description. All right, I'll put it at the end of the video. Yeah, that's what I'll do. See, this is why I don't do a lot of like live unedited videos because I never think through things before I say them. Anyway, so yeah, her fruit and her whatever her devil fruit is, it hasn't been released yet. So it might be the tame fruit, but I hope it isn't because again, while my tame fruit is a lot different, tame fruit's a tame fruit. Same name. Sure. Yeah, right here. She was an okay character. Her. I swear to God, it's only because I don't like her design. and we hardly know her. Well, for those of you who don't know, this is Kinemon's wife, Verona. She has her good moments, but overall, I just find her incredibly annoying. I like how she's willing to help out Zoro, how her and Zoro kind of establish people who respect each other, not really a friendship. And I do kind of like her dynamic with Zoro when he has a bad, when she realizes how bad his sense of direction is. Those scenes are pretty funny, especially when they get to Saba Odi and she's like, "You wouldn't have been able to find your way here if it wasn't for me." And then you just see a cutaway of her like putting her hollows right in front of Zoro's because she's like, "That's the wrong way." Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, she's all right. She seems really sweet. Rebecca? The only reason why I can't call Rebecca forgettable is because we just saw so much of her in Dressrosa. Like, she was a pretty big part, but by the end of the day, she really didn't do that much. She was not that interesting. She was sweet, and she got way more hate than she needed by the. Actually, she got way more hate than she deserved, and by the people of Dressrosa and by the fan base. So yeah, she's not the most memorable character. She's definitely one of the lowest on this list. So on this section of the list. So yeah, I like her and all. Oh, again, 16, and that's her design. Billy Oda. I am not a feminist, but I'm also not a pedophile. So yeah, Reiju. Again, I'm not through the whole Kick Island arc yet. I'm sure she might go to like right here, maybe even right here. I don't know. Oh, that's Rebecca's mom. We barely saw anything of her. See, I don't know what it is about Shaki, but I'm gonna leave her there for now. We got like 2 spots to fill, and yeah. She's actually higher up on this section of the list, but I actually like Shirahoshi more than most people do. Yeah, she's a crybaby, but by the end of the day, what do you expect? I don't really just look at the character on the outside. It's like what we get from them, but the whole backstory with her and what's that guy's name? That creepy guy, that guy that I actually hate even more than Hody Jones. I don't hate Hody Jones, but a lot of people do. I hate this guy even more. I don't know, the name's escaping me, but that guy who's like absolutely obsessed with her was obsessed with her when she was like 6 years old, and that is so creepy. Like, it's still creepy. No, obviously it's gonna be creepy, but it's even more creepy that she's not even legal age. Again, I don't know how that works in Japan, but in the USA, some people who are like all strict with technicalities, like some states, blah blah blah. I don't care. For me personally, 18 or under, under the age of 18 is not okay, no matter where you are. And she's also overly sexualized for a 16-year-old character, and it's creepy. And that guy constantly targeting her and throwing deadly objects at her, like, "Marry me or I'll keep trying to kill you." For the past 10 years, locked in a room to keep her safe from that guy, which I really need to make like a top 5 for a top 10 dumbest decisions in Fishman Island arc. And if I do, because like I think I'm gonna make like a top 5 or 10 dumbest decisions in One Piece. But I'm probably gonna only include one dumb idea from the Fishman Island arc, because there were so many dumb ideas in that arc. I like that arc, but it was definitely an underwhelming arc for me. And it was loaded with stupid decisions. One of the stupid decisions, I'm spoiling it for you right now, is not just sending guys to arrest him. I realize it's easier said than done. You'd have to find him, blah, blah, blah. But it's like they're not even trying. I'm sure they were trying, but certainly didn't seem like it. This guy was constantly a threat to the princess, And was like sending love letters to her and throwing axes at her since she was 6 years old. So yeah, it was 10 years you had to find that guy. It didn't seem like it'd be that hard to find, but I don't know. She's cool. She's cool. Or like, I know nothing about her, so kind of annoying, but she's alright. Tashigi. I actually like Tashigi. You know, her clumsiness, her quirks. You know what? I'm gonna put her right there. She might get knocked down, but I'll put her right there. She's cool. She's cool. Viola. I actually really liked Viola. Like like Rebecca's family was not very memorable, but she was easily the most memorable. I'm actually gonna put her right there. She's definitely the lowest on the list, but I'm gonna put her right there. She was by far the most memorable non-villainous side character. Well, she was a villain at first. She was part of the Don Quixote family. She didn't want to be. She defected, and yeah, I thought she was really cool. I love her devil fruit. You know, that's a really cool non-combative. Well, actually, she could make those whales from her tears, so that was pretty cool. So I really like Viola. Okay, I know I've seen her, but I cannot remember her, who she is. So I'm just gonna put her right there because she's hot. Vivi, like, yeah, easily. Like Vivi is one of my favorite non-Straw Hat characters, just period. If I was to make like a top 5 non-Straw Hat characters, and I think I'm going to, I definitely put Vivi on that list without any hesitation whatsoever. I love Vivi. All right. Well, no, so yeah. Like for me, all these people are like Sunstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we kicked off this list. It's gonna be either Tashigi or Viola because I'm not making this a top 10. Tashigi or Viola because none of the others are leaving. These are easily my top. Easily in the top 5. Hmm. Only because I like Tashigi's dynamic with Zoro more than I like her dynamic with Sanji. That's the saving grace, like the fact that she looks like Kuina, and that constantly throws Zoro off. Okay, so all of these people, I'm pretty happy with where they are. I'm kind of surprised that Lola wasn't on there, unless that is Lola. I don't know, but well, technically Lola was on there. She's just in pig form, but the pig form was a little bit different, a lot more thirsty than her regular form. So I don't know. So let's see, ranking these people, ranking all of them. Last place is Tashigi, and then Robin. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but well, probably not because barely anybody's going to see this because I barely have any subscribers. But man, I just don't know. I do not know. Man, I don't know. I love all 3 of these. And well, yeah, Nami's had more times where I didn't love her than either of these 2. Like, well, really, once I started loving Vivi, she's never given me any reason not to love her. You know? Hancock, she's still kind of rude to people who aren't Luffy. Definitely getting better, but you know. But Nami, she has the most amount of time to make me not like her sometimes. And we see way more of her than we see of these 2. So I kind of gotta give her a pass for that because she's on there more times. There's gonna be more times for her to do stuff I don't like. Could put Nami right here. Okay, I'm gonna move Hancock right there. Maybe above Hancock. I don't know. These 2 is pretty easy. These 3, man. I just don't know. Yeah, maybe. It was. Okay, it's not letting me do this. I'm just gonna move this right here. So yeah, Vivi, she's my favorite woman in One Piece. Like, just how brave she is, how intelligent she is. She is so awesome. And like, I don't know, if she was Miss Wednesday and just stayed Miss Wednesday, she'd probably be all the way down here, because I hated her as Miss Wednesday. She was funny. That's about it. But if I was making this by funny, then Hancock would easily be right there. Oh, sure. Now it lets me do that. But nah. The only reason why Hancock's right there is because when she is not around Luffy, she is not fun. Alright, she's not. I do not like her when she's not around Luffy. So that's why she's right there. She's only above Robin because I find her to be more interesting than Robin. I find her to be more funny than Robin, like she is. Giving us some of the funniest moments in One Piece. And again, when you really think into why she is the way she is with Luffy, it's a lot more sad than funny, but overall it's funny. Do I put her above Nami? Yep. I just don't know. I just do not know. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. These two could go either way, but overall, yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. That's my top five. I'm pretty comfortable putting everybody else where they are. Like, it wasn't really that hard for me. It's like either I like growing One Piece or I don't. Some people are kind of in the middle, but overall, yeah. So that's kind of how it is. Hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And well,